Today I am going to discuss about the confusion matrix. First we will understand what is the confusion matrix. Confusion matrix we use to check the performance of the classification model. As we know, when we create a classification model, so we have to check the performance of that model, whether our model is performing well or not. It means our model is able to classify the correct classes or incorrect classes, or we are able to detect the misclassification. So those things we can check or verify with the help of confusion matrix. So under the confusion matrix, we used to check these type of the performance metrics, like accuracy we can check, we can also check the precision, or we can check the recall, specificity, or sensitivity, false positive rate, true positive rate, F1 score, ROC, AUC curve. So there are many things we can check with the help of confusion matrix. So let's understand the confusion matrix. This is the data set we have. By using this data set, we have to create a prediction model. It means we have to create a classification model where we have to classify the dog and cats. These three are the input variables, and this is your output variable, actual output variable, and this is the predicted output variable. It means by using these three input variable and output variable, we create a classification model, and by using this particular classification model, we predicted the BiPRAD, and this is the BiPRAD value. Let's cat is equal to 1 and dog is equal to 0. It means cat is denoted by 1 and dog is denoted by 0. If you see here, the actual value of the 1, it means cat we have 8, and actual value of the dog, it means 0, we have only 4. But in the prediction, we have total 7 cats. We have total 7 cats. If you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and dog we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs. So by using these two variables, it means actual value and the prediction, we create a confusion matrix. This is your confusion matrix. This we created with the help of these two variables. It means by actual and by predicted. How we create? Let's check. Here we have only two classes. We have only two classes. That's why our matrix would be 2 by 2. Right? If we have 3 classes, then the matrix will be 3 by 3. Right? That we will understand later. So first I am only taking the two classes. So how we generate? So for that you can use the sklearn library. In the sklearn library we have matrix here where you can get the confusion matrix method that you can use in the Python. That we will cover in a later video, but today we are only going to understand the what is the purpose and how we used to interpret the confusion matrix. So this is the actual value and this is the predicted value, right? Predicted value we have 12 and actual value we have 12, right? So here all the value will be actual and here all the value will be predicted, right? This is the positive and this is the negative, right? So let's say this is the positive and this is the negative. So P means positive. It means how many positive cases we have? We can say total 8 cases. We have total actual 8 cases. And how many total negative cases we have? 4 cases, right? And how many predicted positive cases we have? If you see here, 7 cases. This is the 7, right? This is the 7. And how many negative cases we have in the prediction? 5. This is the 5, right? So let's understand how we can explain these 4 boxes. If you see here, these are the green boxes. Okay, so green boxes means all the true value. So in actual, if you see here, in the actual we have total 8 positive value, but out of 8, how many positive cases are predicted correctly? If you see here, we have total positive cases is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many positive these cases were predicted correctly? If you see here, 1 incorrectly, 1 it is also incorrectly predicted. This is correctly 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It means 6 cases are correctly predicted. So this is the 6 cases. So now we will understand the negative cases. If you see here, how many actual negative cases we have? 4. If you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many negative cases are correctly predicted? This is correctly 2 and 3. It means 3 negative cases are correctly predicted. If you see here, this particular true negative, it means whatever the value we have in actuality and those cases are negative, those should also be predicted correctly, right? If you see here, in actuality these cases are negative, but in prediction these cases are also predicted correctly. Only 3 cases out of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, only 3 cases are correctly predicted. If you see here, sum of these two values will be 4, right? But out of 4, how many cases are correctly predicted? Only 3. These 3. So these 2 cases I have explained. Now we will cover these 2 cases. What is the false positive and what is the false negative? So if you see here, what is the false positive? As the name suggests, false positive. It means we are predicting the positive value, right? False means surely it would be false. But what the second things denote? It means positive. Positive means this particular prediction, right? The second term, if you see here, second term denoted by the predicted, right? But the first term is denoted by the cross. Like if both the things are correct, then we say it is true. If both the things are incorrect, we can say it is a false. Let's see. P and P, positive and positive, it means true. Negative and negative means true, right? But here positive and negative both are incorrect, right? So that's why we are mentioning it as a false. Here that's why negative and positive, that's why it is a false. Now the second term P, positive. Positive second term is always denoted by the predicted value. P, right? P, then N, then N. And how we can interpret these boxes? 2 I have already explained. Let's understand the false positive. False means both are incorrect. It means in actuality this is the negative class, but in prediction this is the positive class. Let's in negative we have only these 4. How many negative classes are incorrectly classified? How many negative classes are incorrectly classified? If you see here, these are correctly classified, these are correctly classified, this is correctly classified, and this, if you see here, this is incorrectly classified. So how many negative classes we have that are incorrectly classified? That is 1 only. This is called as a false positive. Now we will understand the false negative. So what is the false negative? False negative means false, as the first term is false. It means both are incorrect. In actuality it is positive, but in prediction it is negative. It means this is false. But now what is the second term negative? It means we have to check all those positive values which are incorrectly classified, right? If you see here, these all are the positive value we have. How many positive values are incorrectly classified? If you see here, correct, 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 this is also correct, this is also correct, this is also correct. Only these 2 cases are pending. If you see here, this is incorrectly classified, this is incorrectly classified, this is incorrectly classified, right? So there are only 2 cases in the actual value, those are positive, but those are incorrectly classified. If you see here, that's why false negative is 2. This is a type 1 error and this is a type 2 error. This I have already covered in our statistics video. What is the type 1 and type 2?